Hey folks, welcome back to Game Vault. If you're a longtime Elder Scrolls fan, or even if you just got into the series with Skyrim, you've probably heard the name Oblivion thrown around with reverence. And now, the Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion Remastered, is here. Dropped with barely any warning, this remaster updates one of the most iconic open-world RPGs ever made, with a full Unreal Engine 5 facelift, modernized controls, and a few quality of life upgrades, all while staying faithful to the original. So let's dig in. What's new? What's still stuck in 2006? And most importantly, is it worth your time in 2025? Gameplay, classic freedom, modern touches. This is still very much Oblivion. You wake up in a prison cell, follow Uriel Septim through the tunnels, and the moment the world opens up, you're free to do whatever you want. Follow the main quest and save Tamriel? Sure. Or ignore it completely and join the Thieves Guild, become Archmage, or spend hours just picking Nirnroot. That open-ended freedom remains the heart of the game. Combat feels more impactful thanks to updated hit animations and better feedback when strikes connect. It still has a hint of that older, floaty Elder Scrolls feel, but it's undeniably better. One of the best changes is the addition of sprinting. Traversing Cyrodiil no longer feels like a slow march. Combined with an improved third-person camera, exploration and combat both feel more modern. Leveling is streamlined. You now allocate points directly when leveling up, removing the old need for careful skill micromanagement. Graphics: Unreal overhaul with mixed tones built with Unreal Engine 5. Oblivion Remastered offers massive visual improvements. Towns, forests, dungeons, and character models have all been rebuilt or heavily updated. Lighting plays a huge role, with sunsets that bleed across the sky and torchlit dungeons that feel properly oppressive. However, the new color palette leans towards Skyrim's muted grays and browns, losing some of the original's dreamy greens and blues. Some areas feel a bit too grounded compared to the fantasy tone of the original game. Still, the world looks cohesive, immersive, and dramatically more detailed than in 2006. Story: still an epic fantasy worth. Experiencing the core story remains unchanged. An unlikely hero caught in a cosmic struggle to save Tamriel from the forces of Oblivion. While the main plot follows classic fantasy beats, it's the side quests that continue to shine. A Brush with Death and the entire Dark Brotherhood chain are still standout RPG experiences, creative, bizarre, and full of Bethesda's signature weirdness. The remaster bundles in all expansions, from Shivering Isles to Knights of the Nine, with no extra purchases needed. Audio: classic tunes, updated voices. The original soundtrack remains iconic, sweeping orchestral themes that shift dynamically as you explore and battle. Voice acting has been expanded with new voices to reduce repetition while keeping the awkward charm of the original. Sound effects are also improved. Weapons feel heavier, magic sounds more powerful, and ambient sounds bring the world to life in ways the original couldn't. Value for money. Old game, fair deal. For $50 USD, you're getting a full remaster of a massive RPG with all expansions included. That's 80 plus hours of gameplay easily, and much more if you dive into side quests and factions. However, some old flaws persist. Quest markers can still be vague, level scaling is still broken. Yes, bandits still wear glass armor early on, and occasional bugs and performance hiccups remain, especially on consoles. Pro's huge visual upgrade with Unreal Engine 5. Still an incredibly deep, open-ended RPG sprinting, streamlined leveling, and better third-person camera, full DLC support, included at no extra charge, maintains the quirky, nostalgic charm. Cons: occasional bugs and performance drops. Muted color palette compared to the original, persistent level scaling issues. UI improvements could have gone further. No mod support at launch. Final verdict: 80/100 Oblivion. Remastered is exactly what a remaster should be. A polished, respectful update that modernizes the experience without losing the heart of the original. It isn't perfect. Some flaws of the 2006 game still show, but the magic, the wonder, and the endless sense of discovery are alive and well. For newcomers, this is the best way to experience Oblivion, and for longtime fans, returning to Cyrodiil has never felt better.